Starting with some breaking news coming in, it's Tipu versus Savarkar debate yet again being raked up. This time by the Karnataka BJP President Nalin Kumar Kateel, who has said that the upcoming assembly polls are about a fight between Tipu and Savarkar ideologies.
ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಜಯಂತಿ ಹೆಸರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಡವಾಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಜಯಂತಿ ಆಚರಣೆಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ಸಾವರ್ಕರ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವಹೇಳನದ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಆಡಿದ್ರು. ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ, ಮುಂದಿನ ಚುನಾವಣೆ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಬನ್ನಿ ನೀವು ಸವಾಲಿಗೆ. ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಮತ್ತು ಸಾವರ್ಕರ್ನ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ನಡೀತದೆ. ಈ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಭಕ್ತ ಬೇಕಾ, ಸಾವರ್ಕರ್ ಬೇಕಾ, ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಬೇಕಾ, ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿ.
So this is the statement that was made by the BJP Karnataka Chief, saying decide whether you want the Tipu ideology or the Savarkar ideology. My colleague Imran joining us on the broadcast with the details. Imran, Nalin Kumar Kateel has not been in the news for the right reasons. He had recently also told the people of Karnataka not to worry about things like potholes and infrastructure, but instead worry about love jihad. Now saying that the Karnataka polls are about Tipu versus Savarkar ideologies.
Well, absolutely. In fact, looks like the Hindutva is the pitch of the BJP president as to going for the polls, and he wants to stress more on the Hindutva as to one of the political strategy for the upcoming assembly elections, which are likely to happen in April. And earlier too, he had said that development is not our agenda. We have to wait to save our children from love jihad, and that is priority for us as not development. And after this, a second which is pitch he has made is about it is not about Tipu or Tipu is important. This election will be about Tipu versus Savarkar, and he's even invited the leader of opposition Siddaramaiah for a debate over this. Looks like the BJP president has put Hindutva as the first priority, and that is the main poll pitch of the president there. We have to see whether parties also looking at Hindutva as a main poll plank for the upcoming assembly elections, which is likely to happen in April. And he made this statement in Mangalore, which is considered as the bastion of the right-wing Hindutva politics there in Karnataka, and from where also Nalin Kumar hails from. He's a member of parliament from there, and he is very clearly been making these controversial statements. Like earlier too, he had said development is not on agenda right now. It's about saving our children from love jihad, and now he's made that election as a Tipu versus Savarkar. In fact, when Amit Shah had come to Karnataka, when he started the first poll campaign in Mandya, he also had said that there are people who are batting for Tipu, and we are the BJP which builds temples not only in Ayodhya but across India, and very clearly said that this opposition is behind Tipu, but we are behind temples. So very clearly the Hindutva seems to be the pole plank of the BJP now, and they are banking on Hindutva to get them this magic number of 113 to get the power in Karnataka.
Right, and it seems to be no different for the Congress party as well. Siddaramaiah as well recently making that statement equating Hindutva with violence. So it looks like for the political leaders, the fight is about ideologies at a time when the people of Karnataka are talking about the infrastructure in the state, potholes, the kind of flooding that we've seen in Bengaluru. These are issues that people are talking about, but the political leaders clearly not talking about it ahead of the elections, Imran.
Well, absolutely. In fact, Siddaramaiah himself had said that Hindutva means violence, and even had gone on to compare that he is a Hindu. But I don't know why people perceive him as anti-Hindu, but he said that he's speaking against Hindutva, and for him Hindutva means violence. And even in fact he went on to say that earlier too he had made a similar statements that RSS means violence. But what is important is that the crumbling infrastructure in Bengaluru and across the state. We saw how deaths are happening because of the potholes among people. These are the priority issues which affects their day-to-day life, whereas the political parties looks like Hindutva, or whether who is Tipu or Hindutva, that will be the more they are pitching about, and that is what even the BJP party president is talked about, that he didn't want development.
Okay, let's get into a response from the JDS. Imran, request you to stay on with us. We have Mr. Tanveer Ahmed on the broadcast with us. So Tanveer Ahmed, Siddaramaiah equates Hindutva with violence. Now we have Nalin Kumar Kateel saying let people decide whether they want Tipu or Savarkar in the state.
See, we need to really understand who is making this statement. The failed BJP president who failed to contribute for his party As a legislator, he has failed. As a party president, he has failed. And now he wants to really become a person of some prominence and importance. What did he say? We need to really see the chronological order. First, he said, if Narendra Modi becomes the prime minister, dollar price is going to be 40 rupees. Then later he said, Karnataka doesn't need any employment, Karnataka doesn't need roads, Karnataka doesn't need anything, no growth. They just need to really speak about love jihad. Now he is raking up the controversy of Savarkar and Tipu. Do you think we need to really dwell upon the history so much so that we forget about our future for our children? Karnataka, the infant mortality rate has increased. Females, the pregnancy, the death during pregnancy has increased. Unemployment has increased. Rather than talking and tackling these issues, he's raking up a controversial issue which Karnataka absolutely doesn't need.
The question being whether this is the plank that the BJP is going to, and for the Congress party as well, taking such a stance ahead of the elections. Thank you for joining us on the broadcast. Brijesh Kalapa of the Aam Aadmi Party also with us. So Brijesh Kalapa, thank you for speaking to Times Now. The statement that has come in from Nalin Kumar Kateel, not new to controversies, is that the people are going to decide whether it's the Savarkar or the Tipu ideology that the state needs.
Actually, Tipu is not an issue which people of Karnataka are speaking about, because the Tipu Jayanti has not been celebrated for the last 3 years. So Tipu is all but forgotten in Karnataka. As far as Savarkar is concerned, Savarkar, the average person in Karnataka does not know who Savarkar is. So these two issues don't matter at all. What really matters is, and both the BJP and the Congress have been stealing from the programs of the AAP, and therefore you'll find that the AAP program of the Mohalla Clinic has been stolen by the BJP. They have started Namma Clinic, 108 of them, and even in regard to classrooms. Now there is a guarantee card which the Congress party has promised. They have also promised that 200 units of electricity will be free. So these are the real issues, that you find that the major political parties who have been there for a long time.
But the declaration also comes in from Mr. Arvind Kejriwal time and again that he is a Kattar Hindu. He himself has said it. So for the Aam Aadmi Party to be saying that. But, you know, in Karnataka, the people of the state have been talking about the lack of infrastructure, the potholes in the city, the flooding that the city sees every single time there are rains. But unfortunately, both the BJP and the Congress party, the kind of pictures that are being made, is it going to be communally polarized ahead of the elections is the question.
No, communal polarization doesn't work in Karnataka. That doesn't yield any result at all in Karnataka. So BJP, by raking up these communal issues, knows that it is losing an election. These issues where potholes 50% have died, these issues are far more important. And the fact that the BJP government today is ailing from a serious charge, there is a 40% commission on every government deal. I think these are the real issues which are going to hurt the government, and these are the issues which the people are looking at.
Okay, all right. Mr. Brijesh Kalapa, thank you for joining us. So political viewpoints coming in after the declaration by Nalin Kumar Kateel that the elections are going to be between the Tipu and the Savarkar ideologies. Slipping into a quick break here on that note, we'll be right back with the other top stories. Do stay with us.